everyone, welcome to Time Crunch Tuesday. Today I am going to show you a quick hack to saving fresh herbs. And now that it's the winter time, it's not that easy to have access to fresh herbs or an herb garden. So what I like to do is use an ice tray. And I'm not sure if you remember the ice tray pesto sauce that I did. Gosh, I guess it was a few months ago back in 2018, but I love using ice trays as a way to preserve things and individually portion out sauces or marinades, because you could always just scoop out a few ice cubes of whatever you saved, and it's good for portion control if you're only cooking for 1 or 2 people. So what I did was buy fresh herbs that I use a lot in my cooking. So thyme, rosemary, basil, parsley, and I just put it in each individual ice tray, and then I filled it with olive oil. So it's just regular organic olive oil, and I popped it into the freezer. And then all you do is you scoop around with a knife just to get it loosened up a little bit, and then use a spoon. And if you want, it's probably best to leave it out for about 5 minutes before you use it so that it softens up a little bit. And then you just scoop it out, and it is perfectly portioned. This particularly is some parsley in olive oil, and then you could just, put it in a nice little bowl like that and use it to saute vegetables or chicken, poultry, any kind of meat and protein. So it's a really good way to preserve the fresh herbs, especially if you have them in the fall and you notice that your herb garden is starting to die out. You could always pick off everything and preserve it in olive oil in an ice cube tray and just freeze it. And I don't know if you could tell from here, but each one is different. So this is rosemary, this is parsley. You can't really tell because it's covered, but this is thyme. So you can mix and match or put them all together. You could do them individually so that you know exactly what everything is. And if you want, you could always put a little label if you want to do a whole tray of parsley, a whole tray of basil, whatever it is. So you could always label using the top of your tray, such as this on top, and just put what it is. So you always have your fresh herbs ready to go for anything that you make. So this is my Time Crunch Tuesday tip of the week. It is really quick and easy to do ahead of time and to preserve it, and it will freeze up to 6 months, so you could always have it fresh for the rest of the year until it gets warm again. So if you enjoy cooking with fresh herbs, this is definitely for you. And I thank you so much for tuning in to this week's Time Crunch Tuesday. I hope to see you again next week. Make it a great week and be well.